Salud. Let's do this damn thing. Mm. Checking to see if it freezes. Got my camera on 5 brown. It's going down. All right. Doesn't seem like it's freezing. All right, let's go. Anyways, last night I did a live, and then I got all pissed off. Then I realized this is kind of my therapy because I came back on here and I jumped on and I slurred a couple words at the beginning, but that was just because I was frustrated because I wasn't that drunk yet. I had a couple rum and cokies in me. But anyway, I did mention something in the video, and I was talking about how I was upset about people were like, I was on this live from a radio show, Mark K, and people were like, oh, because I said, unfortunately, you can't give homeless people anything. You can't, because it's gonna be like it's like giving Debo's girlfriend something, and expecting it back. You're not gonna get it back. You know what I'm saying? And like off that movie Friday is what I'm talking about. It's like you ain't gonna get it back. Debo takes it, he ain't giving it back. So, anyways, I was thinking about my ex-girlfriend, and I went into a little rant because I was upset. And then I thought about it, and I said, I was in this very apartment, this room right here, for almost 2 months, like waiting to see if I would get my furniture back, because it was the second time I had broken up with her. And I'd broken up with her before, and I had things at her place, and she eventually returned it to me. So I thought, oh, okay, And so we were together again, and I had fully moved into her place. So she had all my stuff. And this is what I want to get into. And this is the evil, and this is how vindictive people can be. You know what I mean? And I almost feel like she got back with me the second time just to rob my stuff for some stuff I never really even did. Even my son saw it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get into that. And this is gonna tie into some politics. This is how vindictive these Democrat and the left is. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna get politics. We have to, because what I'm gonna say is the left and Democrats are like a bitter ex-wife. Okay? A bitter ex-girlfriend or a bitter ex-wife. And I'm going to get into that. What I want to talk to is I lived here in this room right here with an inflatable mattress for 2 months in limbo while she toyed with me. And then finally, I figured out like a scheme to go, look, I know you got some animals in your house that are a little bit sketch. You're not supposed to really have them. And I said, if you don't do it, I'm going to report you. She finally let me go up there. She had one of her friends. I went through the house. I looked, and I got a couple little things she left. And she had like a box of like my important information, like some of my copyrights that I sent for some of my music and stuff, and my checkbooks and stuff. But other than that, I didn't. She got rid of it all. So I'm like, I was just laughing because I'm like, people try to talk about me like I don't know. I've never been to the bottom. I've been to the bottom. I've been in this room with a damn inflated mattress, a blanket, and a pillow right here with a chair that I picked up. Everything I picked up at Walmart just brought. I didn't even have a shade on my window right here. Sometimes my neighbors would walk by and just look at me. I'm just laying there in my inflated mattress like, buenos dias. It's true. It's true. And when I left, it was the second time we broke up. And as I was leaving, all I got was what I could get. And it sucked because it was like 6 months into our second go around. We were living in the house. I was living in this house. I remember sitting on the couch and I'm looking at her, and she's just yelling at me for I don't even know what she's yelling at me for. She's accusing me of, because my friend Dave. Oh, I remember one time my friend Dave had texted me, and she's like, David, it's a girl's name. You gotta understand, she speaks Spanish. She's like, David, it's un chica. I was like, no, it's my friend Dave. He's asking me if I'm going to work on Wednesday. He's gonna come hang out. And she's like, no. And then I remember one of my friends was like, she's so jealous, like she one of them chicks, right, that you can't even go to the bathroom. Yeah, dude, you can't even go to the bathroom. You be in the bathroom just on your phone, taking a doo-doo, and she be in the door. Ta, 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 ta. This is how these Democrats are. They're like, what you doing in there? And, now you got Biden talking about he's going to send people to your door. They want to know what you're doing in your damn bathroom is what I'm saying. That's why these people are like your crazy ex-girlfriend, your crazy ex-wife. What you doing in that bathroom with their phone? They want to know what you do on your phone. They're talking about monitoring your text messages, sending people to your house. This is why the Democratic Party has come out. And this is the thing that's very important, is you have to reject it, okay? We have to reject it. We are rejecting it. And that's why they're full throttle. People thought, some of the people on the fence were like, yo, man, we get Trump out of there, man. We get him out of there and everything go back to normal. And we just going to be football season to start, man, and everything. And no, you guys are not seeing it, because guess what? The Olympics are here, and they still got Black Lives Matter on the soccer team taking knees. Like, sorry ass Colin Kaepernick. I've never been so proud that you lost that Super Bowl, Colin Kaepernick. I've never been so proud. Thank you, Ray Lewis. Thank you, Ray Lewis. And this is where we're at right now. These Democrats are acting like a bunch of sour arse ex-wives. And their poster child, you know who it is? It's Hillary Clinton. Okay? With her elastic waistband pants and her haircut, which is just the epitome of just, I've stopped caring. It's so easy to manage. What a Karen is she? She is the definition of a Karen, right? Just, it's so much easier to manage. Look, I just got rid of it. I got rid of it. No wonder America wanted a billionaire baller like Trump with his beautiful wife. That if I ever saw her, I couldn't look. I just like looking at this chick in her eyes. I'd be like, ooh, I can't. I had to tell him, like, I'm sorry, Trump. I can't look your wife in her eyes, man. I ain't been right ever since. You know what I mean? Of course they wanted that. And I say America because I didn't vote for Trump. I've been a Democrat my entire life until July 2020, and I started researching and seeing what they were doing, because like I said, they're like the ex-wife. And why I say this is because what did they do to Trump when he won? They drug him through the courts, they drug America through the courts. They drug him through the court, drug him with a bunch of lies, oh, he did this. Took him to psychology. I remember my parents went to like a psychology. We're gonna go to a psychologist, but the problem was they had to stop because all they kept trying to do was convince the psychologist that they were right and they were right and I was right, and it was just it fell apart because it was like, you guys gotta like stop. But this is a conversation we did have. This is a conversation I'm having, just to throw it out there in the universe. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys voted for this guy. He came in. I remember I voted for Hillary because I was just like, I don't like the way the energy's going, but it needed to happen because my friend said it the best. He said, good, bad, or in between, this dude woke everybody up. And that's what I got to say. Good, bad, or in between. You like him, you love him, you hate him. He woke you up. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people right now, and I'm starting to see some of my friends, that's why I'm posting this video, some of my friends are starting to text me, and one of my friends texted me the other day. He said, man, I just want to go back to normal, man. He thought by now I'd go back to, man, I thought we just get him out of there. Everything's go back to normal. Nope. Because you look at the Olympic team, and what's going on with the Olympic team? Black Lives Matter. They taking a knee. Still, all the information that's out there about there are Marxists. The whole CEO of the company stepped down. Girl got like 7-8 houses, balling. She balling. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm see you later. Peace out. Yeah, my cause. I'm done. Peace. I got my house. It's done. Yeah. All the money that's been funneled to where it's been funneled. I don't even want to get into it because who knows, they might try to ban me because they're banning everybody. But that's what it is. A bitter ex-girlfriend or a bitter ex-wife, so bitter that they will take you into their home with their child and hang out, and I had a good time and I loved the house, and 6 months later just ruin you. Not for anything that you even did. Not for anything, because I remember my son was there and he's like, Dad, I think that she's not even mad at you. I think she's mad at stuff from her ex. And dude, the night that my son said that, she literally was yelling at me because she's like, put $20 in the gas tank. We're at the gas station. And I was like, no, because literally we had a 4-bedroom house and we had like 4 or 5 cars. And then I was like, no, I'm just going to put, 200 pesos in it because we're not going to use the car for 5 days because I got to go to work. And I put the money, and she saw, and she was like, I told you to put $20 in it. And you're just like, she said his name, you're just like Brian. You're just like Brian. Because Brian would come down to Mexico, because we were living in Mexico. He'd come down to Mexico, party his ass off, get drunk and do God knows what, and then call her up to come pick her up. And then she was so beaten down by him, and this is some relationship experience coming to this, she was so beaten down by her past relationships that when a good guy came, which was me, just want to hang out and chill, there was no chance. There was no chance. And it was like clockwork. It was like clockwork. It was like hands on a clock. The same thing. We were together for like a couple years, but like my son would come, we'd have vacation for like a week or two, and he'd leave, and she'd just like lose her mind because it was like a week or two of just coolness. Everything was calm. She took time off, and she just didn't know how to do it because she's been so beaten up by her past. And the night I knew I needed to leave was when I actually was like, she'd been going at me hard for like a week, right? And I actually was like, well, she's a Latina. And I thought about it. And because a couple times, like, she was like, she clenched up like I was going to hit her. Like, she was like going at me. And I was like, I would never put hands on a woman, man. I would never put hands on a woman. And she kind of went like this because she had pushed my buttons so hard all day. And I was just like, I go out for a walk. I leave. So I started noticing that. And at one point, I remember I had the thought in my mind, I was like, maybe I should just smack her around a little. With that, maybe that's what she needs because the novellas and because they do that stuff and then that was next day I was gone. I was like, no, no, no. So she was going off on me. I was silently putting stuff in my car. Next thing I know, she figured it out. She was like, oh, this dude is leaving. I was like silently putting stuff in my car. I was taking stuff from the upstairs to the downstairs. She was yelling. She was like, ah. And then she's noticed. She's like, wait a minute. Here's the door open, and I'm just like funneling stuff into my car when I can. And then she found out. She came out. She was on the doorstep. She's like, dame mis llaves. Dame mis llaves. She was like, give me my keys. Give me my keys. So open up the gate because we had we had a freaking house and we had a big old wall and everything. So I opened the gate, threw her the keys, jumped in my car, and I dipped. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all gonna have to do that with this Democratic Party. Some of y'all gonna have to do it, man. They are bitter and angry because you didn't accept their Queen Highness Hillary Clinton, in 2016, and they have been like an ex-wife or a crazy ex-girlfriend, and you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to put your stuff in the ride and go. And somebody was trying to talk about me. Oh, you don't know about the homeless fight, homie? I went from drinking a couple beers and chilling to this psychopath going off on me to going into my car and driving in the middle of Mexico, literally in Tijuana, Mexico, in a car, having beers all in my tummy. I had a couple beers. All I wanted to do was come home and chill, and she was accusing me of having sex with a girl that was my friend Dave, who was just saying like, are you working tomorrow or whatever? And she just went crazy, so crazy I couldn't even go to the bathroom. That's how crazy this house became. So I dip out. I'm cruising through the streets of Mexico. I got nowhere to go. I don't know what I'm doing. Luckily, I have a friend that lives here. I texted him. He responded, and then we go hang out, and it worked out. And I find an apartment next day. Everything worked out. But you have to take that leap. You're going to have to take that leap. Sometimes in life, you have to take that leap, okay? And when I became a Republican, it wasn't in 2019. It was in 2020, July. I remember. No, I got it right here. Oh, I got it. Yeah. It's right here. This is my paper. They informed me. Never got my absentee ballot. And this was August 22nd when I sent it. Boom. August 22nd, 2020. I officially became a Republican. I did it. I took the leap right here. I'm not trying to give any information, but this is it right here. This is it. Okay? I took the leap, and I'm not mad about it because some people right now are saying, oh, Trump's in on it. He's on it. God, he's in on it. But y'all needed a wake-up call, okay? I got people. I've been watching people on streams. Oh, he's in on it. Y'all needed a wake-up call. How else were they gonna reach you? Yeah, he needed to let you see what they wanted to do. Here's the thing with the universe: you got free will, you got a balance. Now, if you want all this tyranny they're bringing on you, they're gonna give it to you. If you want these mask mandates, these passport cards and everything when you step out your house, some people want that. Some people like that. Some people love these masks. Some people love these masks. If you want that, they'll give it to you. There you go. They want all this. But if you reject it, they'll stop. And that's what's happened. They're rejecting it. So what they're doing is they're going double down on us. You see, Fauci came out Monday after those state legislators came out from Texas, went to Washington, D.C., looking like a bunch of diabetic, I don't even know. Like, they grabbed them from, I don't know where the hell. They came out there, their necks, they got neck fat on top of neck fat, looking like the Hulk's rejected, stunt double coming out there. Just, we shall overcome. Got Fauci out there threatening you. Well, we need some peaceful messengers go knocking on your door. Come on, man. They're trying to give it to you. If you accept it, we're gonna get it. We have to all reject it, all right? We have to reject it. You have to see how, like, you have to understand right now, if Trump was our president right now, this is why he had to step down, and I had to say, because if Trump, and he was not our president over 2020, Dr. Fauci was our president. If Trump was our president right now, they would be dishing you out the real facts, and I'm not going to get into it, but basically, with Biden right now, they're saying, like, the Archangel Michael came down with the piss bucket, right? Because he had a piss bucket because he was drinking, he was drinking. And so he was pissing in the bucket, and he handed it to the Biden administration and said, hey, here's the cure for all your 2020 blues. And the mainstream media is like, oh my God, this cure that Biden has handed us is like the piss from the Archangel Michael's nether regions in a bucket. And then the Archangel Michael left. He's like, yo, I'm going to be down the street at that Mosey Wozy. You know, he took a shot at, he's like, all I need for this bucket of piss from angels, you know, angel piss is a shot of Jameson and a Corona Light with a lime. And then he took his Corona Light with a lime and shot. He drank it. He downed it. And then he went down the street. He's like, I'm going to be down about 3 blocks over to the left at the Mosey Wozy if you need any more of that. And they're like, Joe Biden has come with the Archangel Michael's bucket of piss. And now we are going to jab it in everybody's arm. And it is a miracle. It is a miracle. But if that was Trump, it would have been, oh my God, the statistics that are coming out. And I'm not even getting the statistics, but you know, that could have really been a really true scenario that happened. And it would have been Joe Biden. It would have been okay. It would have been like, we are giving you the piss from the Archangel Michael. He literally took a shot of Jameson and downed a Corona and then went to the Mosey Wozy down the way right there. He's actually there. I don't understand why that hotel is there as a neon light with the price of the rooms and an hourly rate with pesos in the United States, but he is literally there. But it's Joe Biden, so it doesn't matter. He has the voice of the angel. Meanwhile, Joe Biden's like this. I gave them $1.9 trillion. Let me in. He's at your door. I'm a peaceful messenger. Let me in. 1.9 trillion I gave you. It's getting weird, man. It's getting weird. But if you're going to accept it, they're going to give it to you. So some of y'all are going to have to fill up your little Volkswagen Cabrio and hit the bricks. You're going to have to hit the bricks. You have to make that decision. Because if I would have stayed with my ex and I would have started smacking her around, I would have just went down a road that I couldn't even imagine. But I didn't. I got in my car and I just put my faith in the universe and everything worked out. I texted my friend. He texted me back 1:30 in the morning. Crashed at his pad. Came here. Luckily, he had an apartment available. I knew him. He knew I was reliable. I took care of everything. I paid my bills. Got the apartment. Stayed here for 2 months while my wretched ex toyed with me until finally I had to make a game to say, yo, you know, I need to see the truth. And then I saw the truth and then I never went back. So don't be that guy that keeps going back. You know, you have friends like that. They keep going back to the ex. They keep going back. You need to walk away. You need to walk away. You need to do some research. You need to walk away because right now they are pushing hard and what you accept, they will do. Don't be that guy that keeps going back, even though you know you shouldn't, but you keep going back. Because now look what I have. Look at all this artwork on the wall. This was a blank wall a couple years ago because some wretched ex that had problems that weren't from me, that were from her past, and was so beaten up that she just couldn't accept being happy. She couldn't accept it. 2 weeks of happiness was just too much. It was just gonna fall apart. Or maybe she liked to get beat. And then when I had the thought that like maybe I should slap her up, I had to go. I had to grab what I can get, and I had to go. You know what? I left, and I never looked back. I never looked back. This was a beautiful, beautiful woman. And another thing I want to say is I don't understand the lure of the Democratic Party. Really look at them. What is the lure? What is the lure? The only thing they got about you is they made you hate Donald Trump so much that you just hate him that you'll just do anything. But what is the lure? Biden? Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris's neck, it just keeps getting huge. Like, is it like the universe making a joke? Like she's a chicken neck, you know what I'm saying? Like she got her, she just be at the gym, I'm just gonna work on the neck today. Just neck. All I do is neck. I mean, the neck is just, the veins are just like getting, what is going on with her neck? And then you got Obama, he got that big old balloon head, and you're like, well, he's black. And I'm like, well, yeah, he's the whitest black man I ever saw. And you got Big Michelle. You got Big Michelle just over there just looking like she's about to palm a basketball and just, just about to chew on a raw piece of meat with that jaw. Just, I like my meat like I might like my men. Raw. I'm like, whoa. And And you got Hillary Clinton. I mean, Hillary Clinton put that thing down below in the garage back in about like 1994. That's why Billy was getting the low on the low in the White House, cause that chon chon been on the she don't put in the lockers a long time ago. That chon chon, that Hillary chon chon, that thing ain't seen sunlight since 1994. And what else you got? I mean, I can go down the list of the Democrats. I just do. That's why America voted for the billionaire and his beautiful wife, and that's why it's been Russia, Russia, Russia ever since. I tell you what, you throw a Russian woman like that in front of me, I'll be like, sup, girl, sup, girl. I mean, at least with Trump, we had the hotties. I mean, you had Kaylee McSlady. I'm gonna have trouble if I ever go in the White House, man. I ain't gonna be from the Secret Service. It's gonna be all these hot girls around me. You got Kaylee McSlady. You might have Laura Ingraham, Fox. Be like, you have that. Who else be covering them? You got Laura Trump. Oh man, I'm gonna have to sit in the corner. I'm gonna have to send the dunce. I'm gonna have to just sit in the corner, and look at the corner. You got these beautiful ass women, beautiful people around Trump, and who you got around Biden? What you got? His wife. I don't even know her name. Stupid ass with the dress on all the time. And you got Kamala with her neck just bulging. You got Buttigieg. I don't even think he's swinging that way. You ever seen him and his husband together? Husband touch him just like a natural way. He'd be like, don't touch me, dog. I'm about to break your knuckles. I'm about to break your neck. Anyways, man, start taking an in-depth look at some of these people. Is what my whole thing is, because this Democratic Party just reminds me of a bunch of bitter Karens and bitter ex-wives, and that's what we're dealing with. All right. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. Talk to you later. Peace out.